Two, three. Back again on the big one. Mr. Silk speaks with phenomenal people from around the world that are interested in the sounds of AMApiano and Afrohouse. And today, none other than the amazing, delightful, burst onto the scene including crazy stuff. You know, people are going crazy about her, singing her songs. You know, people know the words to most of her songs, and I'm going to get into that in a moment. Her name is Boohle, and we're here. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Mr. Silk Speaks. Hi, Boohle. Now,
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Silk.
Pleasure. Now, I know you were laughing just now as we first had a brief conversation. About the way I say your name. I think I'm saying it incorrectly.
Incorrectly. Horrible.
Oh, man.
I'm kidding, you're not too bad. You're just missing an H there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you actually say Boohle.
Okay.
So it's Boohle, not Boohle.
It's Boohle. This is good. This is good for me, right? You'll know this, right? Boohle. Hold on, I'm gonna say it really sexy. Hey, Boohle, Boohle.
Yeah, you're getting there.
I'm getting there.
Just always practice that, and you'll get it. You'll be just fine.
I'm gonna get it by the end of this interview. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So Boohle in the building. I'm doing this for the Drums Radio, Beat 103.6 FM. Shouts out to both radio stations and double platforming it as usual. So Boohle, tell us a little bit about how you got into music. I mean, was it something that you were born with? Did you feel that as soon as you were born, you took you took the milk from your mother? And you were, let's sing. Let me sing, mom. Don't forget talking.
You summed up the whole thing, literally. So I because I don't remember anybody teaching me how to sing or telling me to sing or whatever. I just remember myself singing already. So I can say that I was born in a musical orientated family. They weren't really artists, but they were church leaders, and they used to sing also in church. Both my mom and my so they gave birth to kids who can sing. So it was 3 girls, and we always used to sing literally everywhere. At school, we used to represent the school. So I just grew up around singing, basically. I've been singing all my life. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
So of course, coming from a musical family, as you might say, how has it been? What's the word I'm looking for? How has it been? Do you compete singing wise with your siblings, your sisters?
Yeah.
Do you say who's the better singer? Or is there a kind of like a family thing going on? A feud?
No. I would say who's the best and who's not, because I can say right now, I can tell you the secret that our voices sound the same. It happens with siblings though. Our voices sound almost the same. So if I say I'm the best and the others are not the best, that means I'm not the best myself.
So,
yeah.
That's a way of ducking and diving so sisters don't beat you up later on.
There's no comparison or whatsoever. I'm good. Yeah. I'm not going to let you trap me. I'm not. The next thing, you're out here, you're living your best life, and here I am. I don't have sisters because I said, I'm sick.
No, it's cool. Sisters, we love you. We know you've got phenomenal voices, and everyone's just looking forward to hearing. Maybe there's a quartet. Maybe where we will be hearing from the family. You know, maybe the sisters are going to get together.
I have a fun fact that one of my sisters is now my manager.
Oh, yeah. So keeping it in the family.
Yeah, basically. They're the best people you can trust.
True. Well, they've got your best interest at heart.
Yeah.
Which is what you kind of need in this game. Yes, definitely. Okay, so then when did you first? So okay, I'm going to go out and perform. Or when were you actually pushed onto the stage first by your parents?
I wasn't pushed by my parents to the stage. Actually, my parents were against me singing commercial, if I might put it that way. We grew up in a black community, black parents, and the music industry is definitely not the way. Let me just say the entertainment. Our parents do not want to see us in the entertainment industry because it is wicked. When you start saying, I want to sing, they'll tell you about the people who died. You know, they like people die. So I won't mention names of who died.
Yeah.
But you know, they just always afraid. So it's something that we don't even consider ourselves. But to me, yes, there's just something that's always been at the back of my mind, because every time I watch TV, I watch Beyonce and I'm like, I wish to do that. I wish to dance on stage. You know, if I could do that. But then I never really vocalize it, or maybe think too much about it. There's just something that's just there, you know, that you like performing, you wanna sing, you wish to do all these things, you know. So I kept forcing myself to find like a different career. But I'm telling you, nothing worked. I applied everywhere for jobs, for varsity, for this and that, trying to do this and that, but nothing ever worked. So fortunately, I started singing when I was finishing school. Actually, I was still in high school,
Hmm.
almost finished. So I was doing my matric my last year, and that's when I guess I realized that okay, fine, I can write, because I knew I could sing, but I realized I can write,
Mm.
and that's when it started till now.
Okay. So tell us, so you've experienced some of the jobs. What was the worst job you did then?
My worst job. Oh no,
Yeah.
I never went. Like I never got accepted. That's what I mean. Not even an interview.
Not even an
So
interview.
not even an interview. And then I knew I was still young, yes, but like,
Mm.
you just want to try out and see here and there if this thing works. But nothing really ever worked. I was like, what's going on? So is this what I'm supposed to do? Because nothing, really nothing. I went from high school. I didn't go to university. I don't know. You call it college.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. College and then uni. Yep.
yeah, we go to, it's after high school and then we go to university. So university and college is almost the same thing for us. It's either you choose, you go to college and then that's it, or you go to varsity and that's it. So that's
Okay.
just basic.
Okay.
I can say that I didn't do further learning,
Hmm.
because man, the music thing kept pressing me down like, hey girl, come through, you know. So that's just been it.
So then, okay. So then you left school. What was your first career of first choice of music? What happened in the music world? Because you didn't start where you are now, is it?
Yeah, no, of course
So
not.
tell us, what was your first project? I should say that's the word I'm looking for. What's the first project?
Yeah.
Boohle,
So this
Boohle.
is
Did I
this
say
is
the name
what
right there?
happened. Boucher. Yeah.
Boohle, Boohle.
Mm,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting
you're
there.
getting there. I'm hearing progress, so I'm happy about that. So so this is what happened before I started, right? I had a
Mhm.
brother-in-law. Okay, I still have him. So he was he was in varsity also, and I was in school. So he was just like, we got close because of music, because I used to sing opera in school, and he used to sing opera too. So we had the love of opera, like a love of music, like, oh wow. So we got close until he started producing. I was teaching himself how to produce with his friends. So he knew that I could sing, and I'd be the person when he asked, I'd do it. So he just sent me a beat and like, okay, can you just like do something on top of this piece? I'm like, okay, fine. Let me just do something. I wrote and recorded and then sent him back. And I was like, what? This is mind blowing. we made everybody listen, and everybody was impressed. They were like, wow, God, you can write. What's this? This is beautiful. We should do this thing. So we took it casually, but then he kept on sending beats, and I'd sing on top of them until they were like, okay, fine. Your voice seems to be strong. Let's take it much further. Let's introduce you to the DJs around, the local DJs. So they introduced me to local producers. I mean, not DJs, producers. We got to studio. That was my first time being in the studio. And then they played a beat, and then I started singing. Everyone was blown away, like, wow, my God, you're doing this. Wow. Like, oh, you're so young for your voice. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine. So that happened, and then that's where it started. I started recording. So the first project was with me and this other guy. He was a house producer. So basically, my first project was house songs. Yeah, house songs.
What was his name?
It talk music. You know the physics talk, not the talk. TORQUE. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where it started. We started with the house, but then you know how things usually fall out. People want to remove people, you know, all the drama. But then we've paused from all of that. But I started with house. Oh, there was a time where I ventured to gospel because I was still trying opportunities. So there was this famous gospel group here in Pretoria. It's called Tony Gospel Choir. I went there and auditioned. They loved me also, and then I was in there for some time. Then boom, life happened, and I had to leave, and I went back to my house music and my things.
So is that like a love? You've got a love for house music as well as what we'll discuss there, AMApiano, as you might say.
I call myself as a musician because I have the love of music as a whole. So I never thought of boxing myself into maybe like a specific genre to say, because South Africa basically has a lot of sounds and they're unending, because next year there'll probably be a new sound again.
Yes.
And so there's always a wave. It's wave after wave. So because I'm not going to box myself, because I know that I can still do more. Whatever that comes, they throw at me, I can still do it. So there's no boxing here. I love music as a whole.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about when you first got into the studio and you did your first project, the one that kind of put you forward onto the map of everybody's ears and eyes. How was that feeling, and how did that occur?
I was so scared. You know, I got into studio. There were people I don't know, but I had to come up with that courage to say, "Oh man, I've been singing all my life. I did this even at primary, not primary, creche, the preschool. You call it kindergarten?
No, we call it nursery.
Nursery, yes.
Yeah.
Well, nursery. I I started singing from them, because I remember, if you know old music, Mafikizolo, there was a South African group called Mafikizolo.
Yeah, Mafikizolo. Yeah.
I call myself Mafikizolo, and I'd be the one performing at the events at our schools all the time. I was like, okay, fine, girl, just man up, or girl up. And then I just like, okay, fine, chill, relax. I'm not afraid of anybody here. We're going to do this. And then, you know, when you start hearing your voice from the speakers, you're like, what? This sounds odd. You see the equipment, you see them fixing your vocals. It was quite an experience. I was so interested. I was like, okay, fine. This is interesting. I was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to do more.
Okay. So let's talk about the first actual release that you put out.
The actual release, mine alone, or
Yeah, let's do you first, and then we'll go with the
Yeah,
collaborations. Yeah.
because I started then with house. I was just being featured on a lot of songs, but then my first project was actually, you know what? There was a project that was taken down. I don't know if I'm supposed to mention it.
No, mention it. Let's go. What was it?
It was I called it Inyanga. Yeah, it
Hmm.
was Inyanga. It's probably still on Google or something because, but we took it down from all streaming platforms. It was my first project, and it was an Afro project, Afro pop.
Hmm.
So that was my first project, me alone. It was it an album or an EP? Maybe it had like 8 songs on it,
Hmm.
and we even sold hard copies. I was like,
Ooh.
okay, selling to my family. I'm like, okay, please take this, just so I could get just that little
Extra.
income.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, please take this. It was not even on it. It got on all the digital platforms very late.
Mm.
So I just kept selling on the streets. My family, my friends, everybody I meet at church, like, please, guys, take this. And that's just how it's been. That was my first project. And now, I mean, I grew. And then, I mean, we always grow.
Yes, of course. Growth is important.
Yeah.
So okay, tell us. So you've worked with a number of producers. Oh no, let's talk about the first collaboration as well because we talked about your project. But tell us about the first collaboration and who it was with.
My collaboration was I did an album, like a collaboration on a song or a project, because I did an album with
Hmm.
Josiah the Disciple from J's Disciples. They known by J's Disciple. I think that was my first biggest
Hmm.
collaboration,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it did wonders. I had songs that top charts. It did pretty amazing.
Hmm.
It also gave me a lot of exposure because people started noticing my face then.
Hmm. What was the
Yeah.
song that you thought brought you out totally to that crowd? And from that project, what was the song that kind of made you go, okay, people are
I
recognizing me now?
don't even think about it. It's definitely Mama. And everybody loved it. Every day I'd get reviews, people telling me we love this song so much. Even international like DMs and calls, people like, oh, this song is crazy. So
Mhm.
that's what made me.
That's when it sort of happened, and you were like, right,
Yeah.
okay,
I
I'm
so
here now.
yeah, it was booming.
Okay. So when did you start thinking to yourself, okay, I want to try some so I do the house and that stuff, but I want to start doing some AMApiano. When did that kind of occur in your mind? Or how
Okay,
did that occur?
yeah. So you see, after that my first project, it was the Afro project.
Hmm.
That's when the Amapiano wave was okay. It was starting to get dominant because I didn't give much attention to it when it first started.
Hmm.
But then I saw it going, and I was like, okay, fine. Let me just explore the sound. Let's see, because I'm not making much money with the Afro. There's nothing. Everybody's just jamming to this music now. So let's see what happens. So hooked up with another producer, another local producer who was pretty almost big, but in the
Who
townships.
who was
So
that? Who was
like,
that?
it was Tags and DJ.
Yes.
Texan DJ, we did we worked on his project because I was like I didn't want to say I still stick to my genre is Afro, and then I'm a piano. I'm just gonna do features. So that was my tip when I started. But then when when things went on, I'm like, I mean, it doesn't matter. Why am I boxing myself? There's literally no need. There is no
Hmm.
need. I can release my own stuff too, still. So
Yeah.
yeah, we worked on his project. It was very fire. It was a fire project, and that was the first. That was my first. I'm a piano project that I've actually been on.
Hmm. Hmm. So it's started to not spiral but spark. The dynamite has been lit. You're starting to see the fire burning strongly. Your next AMApiano project appears, and you're like, "Who's that with, and what? And how did that come about?"
Okay. Um. Well. Well, you know, I've been promising people my album for the longest time ever. Because- but I've just been having like complications, if I might say. But at least I'm not just chilling and not doing anything. Well, I'm just hoping to release an EP, something like very quick, to just a taste of how my album is going to be, because I'm still looking for like features. I want really strong features. I want to listen if how strong the album is. I
Okay.
wanna put all my blood and my sweat on it. So yeah, and also I don't wanna box it. Also, I think I'm just going to be playing around with sounds. I have
Okay.
started anyway, because I just want to play around with sound. I've heard people say, "We love your intros on your projects, they everything." So I'm like, okay, fine. So I still need to go with that African feeling on it, put the African feeling in it. People love that so much in my voice, and then it can also be English, but in just the traditional way. So I have to make sure that it becomes perfect when it comes out.
No, that's what we want, and we know it's going to be big because people are, really speaking about you in some amazing ways in many different places. So congratulations on that, and
Thank
congratulations on the music and the delivery of the music you have. You have a very distinct tone in your voice, which is, can I say, soothing yet and exciting at the same time. I'm not sure if that's supposed to mix like that, but it does indeed. So
you. Thank you.
that's
That's a big compliment.
thank you.
If you
Well,
can't, I mean, that is pretty big.
Okay, all right. So you've done a. I'm trying to think of the project. What's okay? Before we talk about, because you've got some new projects coming up, which we're looking forward to. We'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about in a second. Let's find out a bit more about Boohle. Have I done
Boucher.
it right? Boohle. I'm nearly there, right? I'm nearly there. Let's
You're
find some more.
just nearly there.
Nearly there.
You just
Let's find.
get like one or two things correct, and then boom, we have
It's
it.
all there. I'm in there. Right. Let's tell a bit more about yourself and what you kind of like, stuff that people might not know about you. Like, what's your favorite TV show currently? What are you watching right now? Ah, when it's
TV.
downtime.
TV, you're going to laugh because I don't even have a TV. Me.
Oh, what? Really? Oh, you don't watch online? You don't try to squeeze something online quickly?
So I just I have TV shows that I watch.
Hmm.
Um, I adopted these TV shows from home, at my house with my parents. So I just continue with them. And the new TV shows, I struggle because I do not have the time to like catch up on something new. I can't catch up on a series, more than 3 series. So I have like South African shows that I like. I love Deep City and The River, and that's it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Anything international? Are you a kind of a Game of Thrones fan or not?
I am a Vikings fan.
All right. Okay. Hold on. Question for you. Which one would you rather watch? Vikings or Game of Thrones? Come on.
Vikings.
Oh,
I've
what?
never I've never
Viking?
I've never watched Game of Thrones, and I don't know why. There was a lot of hype about it, but
Let
then
us
I
all
just
pray
never
for. We're just gonna pray for you.
I never wanted to go there. I think it's because it had a lot of hype around it. So I was just
Mm.
like, okay, fine, let me just chill and watch something different.
No, I was kind of like you at the beginning as well because people were really hyping about it at the very first when it first began. I was like, oh, it's too much hype. It's not going to be great. And
Yeah.
the first few bits, I was like, nah. But then,
And then,
oh my gosh, I was hooked after. I saw,
yeah.
I saw the Red Wedding. After I watched the Red Wedding, I could not have enough of that. That was amazing as far as I'm concerned. So you'll have to watch it to understand what
I'll
I
have
just
to
mean.
watch
But
it. Okay. I
yeah,
hope
that's where I was.
now that you're mentioning it, I'm just gonna try, I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah,
Like
it's a
when you
good.
go when I before I go to sleep, just like one episode before I go to sleep, and like, okay, fine.
You ain't gonna have to do one. You're gonna do two to three episodes. I bet you every time you do that. It's
Yeah,
that
obviously.
it,
You say, okay, I'm just going to watch one, and then you end up watching like seven.
in the same night, and then you're trying to watch it
Yeah.
as much. As soon as you get a spare moment, you're gonna be like back on the next episode. Wait. I can guarantee you that. So it's so it's Vikings. So you're picking Vikings for that. Favorite cartoon character or cartoon film? Let's say, would you prefer to watch let's say The Little Mermaid, or are you a Toy Story person? Which one?
Toy Story, yeah.
Okay. You get points. You get points.
I mean, Toy Story. How could you not like Buzz and the other guy? Who's the cowboy guy?
Oh gosh, his name came in and went straight out of my head when you said
Trish.
that.
Fine.
What was his name? And now someone's going to comment. How could they forget about blah blah blah?
Yeah.
What's his name? Oh, his name came in again just now. Oh my god. I can see it and everything. It'll jump back in a second.
Yeah, probably jump back like when you're done, when you just drop the call
Woody.
and doing something. Woody.
Sorry, I knew it was in there. It was knocking around.
Yes.
It was knocking around.
It's Woody.
Yeah, Woody. So right.
How could you know those guys?
There you go. Sorry, guys, we were like, if you love it, but that's what it is. No, we've got a lot going on in here. We both have. We've got lots going on, so we've got to think about these things. All right. So, okay. So clearly, you don't have that much time to break to do kind of like what you kind of love all the time. What do you do when you're having that break, that break from music?
The break from music. I have a son. I have a 4-year-old son. So my time, I have to like go and spend time with him. Mm-hmm. And I was recently I've been compiling my own studio. So I've been working on that too. So I can say in my spare time, I'm just always like collecting stuff, trying to do this and that for me to get like better things, make it nice and everything. Basically I haven't done something much fun, but it's just spending my time with my family. If I'm not doing music, I can go on a date with my sister. I can chill at home and say fine, relax. I can sleep. We don't sleep. You'll be amazed. We don't sleep.
Whoa. I understand that. Sleep. No, I understand you. Believe me, it's too busy, too much going on. Creatives, so much going on all the time. You think you sleep for a bit and then you wake up and you go, wait a second, and then you're back on the computer googling or searching something or trying something out. Yes, I understand.
Yeah, so those are just a few things that I do. And I have a little time. It's family mostly.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us a little bit about let me go. So you're producing by yourself now as well. So you're actually in the studio and you're being a female producer. Is that something that you say, or you're not doing that? You've got an engineer, or
no, not yet. I can't produce for myself. I got like different people coming in. When I want a certain sound and a certain beat, then I can think of somebody and then can you come help me with this?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how it is. I haven't learned how to do the whole thing yet, so I'm just still in the process. But that's really something I'd like to do. Be able to produce myself, do everything for myself. Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that I think that you seem to have a kind of that thing. It'd be nice to see that come through as well, because if you're in the songwriting, I'm sure that there's that in you as well somewhere. If you've got you're just musical. Yeah, you're just musical. So just let's see what energy brings and what else comes into.
Yeah, and I still need to play instruments. I want to learn how to play guitar, piano, and everything.
Okay. Yeah. So we could be seeing a whole orchestra happening around Boohle soon. I am the worst when it comes to this. So I am the worst, and everyone will tell you when it comes to this, I am just the worst. But I do try. I'm sorry. It's not offensive. It's not offensive.
Don't worry.
It's not offensive.
No.
Okay, so I'm going to really put you under the pressure in the next couple of minutes, because I'm going to start asking you about your favorite things and stuff and people.
Favorite things? But I don't have favorite things. What do you mean?
I'm talking about, all right, let's talk about some of your collaborations. What's your favorite collaboration thus far, or so far, as you might say?
I really like my collaboration with Josiah the Disciple. I think both of us carry the same sound and we have the same understanding in the music that we want to do. So it was easy working with him because it's like he knows my mind literally, and it's like I know his mind. So we had like the best time working together. So yeah, that's the one.
Uh, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go in this direction. I was gonna ask you two different directions at the same time there. So if you took Josiah out of it, at Beanies, who would be like? What is your favorite collaboration currently in the last year? Because in the last year you've kind of blown up, haven't you? So it's been in like a year and a half where it suddenly actually just exploded.
Yeah, yeah. I can say I can say Busta. There's Busta 929.
Yeah.
Busta 929, dope producer, dope. And we're just I feel like we just gel well together, or I can manage his beat for some reason. But I've enjoyed working with him.
Okay. Also, I've heard that you're a really, really, really what's the word I'm looking for? Exciting performer. Tell us about tell us about some of your performances. Tell
Already
us your
told me.
favorite. Sorry. Tell us a bit
Woo!
about your performances and stuff, and what excites you when you get onto a stage.
I love performing. I don't know why, because I find myself as, okay, let me just say I'm an extrovert and also an introvert. I don't know what's the name for both of these things when you're in between. I don't know. But because sometimes I'm a bit shy and
Hmm.
sometimes I'm bubbling. But when it comes to a performance, I just I also just transform and I just say I want to give my all. I want us to dance because I've always liked going dancing, and I know what I want to do when I get, when I go to a party. I know that I want to dance. I wanna, so when
Yeah.
I get on, like, guys, let's go, let's dance up, like, let's do it, 100%.
Hmm.
So I just give my 100%. I'm not the greatest dancer ever, but the
Hmm.
most thing that I want to do, I want my performances to be like a conversation between me and the crowd. I want to interact with them and them to interact back. So it
Hmm.
makes it easier. Ask them questions. Tell them to sing. Also, they love it. Just be part of the performance. It's gungabi. Okay, now I'm speaking Zulu.
I know. I
Let it
heard
not.
you. I was like, yeah, I'm getting there.
I just jumped to Zulu very quickly. I don't want it to be like I'm just there on stage. I just came, I just sing because people know my songs, and then I just go. I want to
Hmm.
dance. I want to sweat. I want everybody to sing the song lyric to lyric. I want us to be a choir, and let's just have fun.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. What's your favorite performance currently? Where do you perform the best? I mean, you've enjoyed the most. See, I told you I
Ah,
put you under pressure.
I, I wouldn't know. It's a lot. Oh my God, let me see. It's I can't even remember where that place was.
Wow. So
um,
that's a.
but usually, like, okay, I'm just gonna say this. Usually, the best performances are when I'm out of Gauteng, like out of the province, out of
Mhm.
my province. I live in Gauteng, and if I'm out of the province, like going to KZN, Limpopo. I was in Limpopo recently. Like, you receive a lot of love. You can tell that these people, they listen to your music all the time, and when you get there, they're like, wow. It's like they appreciate that you came all the way and you came here. So like they just go crazy, and even if you do a song that they don't know, they're like, yes, you know. They're very
Energy.
light. The energy is always sky high. So I can, let me just say, I like it when I perform out of the province more. Fair
Awesome.
enough.
Awesome. Yes, indeed. Um, are you your aspirations? I mean, let's talk about what's happening at this moment in time. What's blowing up, as you might say. So you have a collaboration or a song with a gentleman, another gentleman. kind of some guy happening in South Africa who's really big and sort of rapper kind of person. I'm more interested in what Boohle is about. Not really. His name is Caspar. Who's that?
Yes.
Tell us about how that came about and happened.
I mean, that's the biggest song in the country right now.
Really? I didn't know. Oh my gosh, really? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying. When we did that song, I did not expect it. So, I mean, Kiss was somebody that we looked up to as the youth when we were growing up. And now to get to work with them was like, what? Me? Oh, me? I mean, I know I've been wanting this, but like, damn, is this real? And he's the one who called me this time. I've been wanting him. I've been asking for features all those years. And then now that I was more chilled and not even thinking about it anymore. And then there he is. He calls me to studio. So you understand? I'm not that minutes, I'm sorry. Can you give me like 15 minutes?
This is real live TV, people. This is real. It's not like we're not pre-recording. This is happening right now. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so they're telling me about time over here. So that's how it happened. So I got a call from Abby Doza, the guy who's also on the song. He was like, yeah, come to studio. And then I said, okay, fine. And then I came to studio. After that, when I got in studio, I was like, what? This is Casper's house. Tell me not.
Wait. He didn't tell you that you were going to Casper's, that Casper was involved. He just said, just come to this address. And this is where the studio is. And we're going to just jam and see what happens. That's the way to get. So you didn't your mind wasn't ready to see Casper. That's good, actually. It mean that you were.
But like I had to act cool because my mind was blown. But then I had to like act cool and be like, oh yeah. Yeah, hi. Yeah, so how are you? I'm fine, yeah. And I sat down and I was like, yeah, come to the studio. Cass was like, yeah, I have this song for you. I was like, what? For me? Crazy. Like, okay, fine. So I'm really here and I'm really doing this. What humbled me was that he was also really, really, really cool about it. He went out of his way to make me comfortable in his house. Man, you get starstruck sometimes, and then maybe you can't. You're always shaking, whatever. But he tried all means to make me comfortable, and we recorded nicely. He went out, and then he came in after I was done recording my verse on the song. And then he only came in after. And when he recorded his verse, I was not even there anymore. I was done recording my thing, and then I left. I was like, fine, guys, it's enough for the day. But yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Okay, great stuff. Now, I think we got to go. So let's close up for today. We're going to just say thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
And,
it's a pleasure.
No, it's been a pleasure. And I'm sure we're going to do more of this. So don't think this is it. We're going to catch up again in a couple of months' time.
I mean, this was fun.
And right, just tell people where to find you, if they want to find you. I know it should be quite simple, but how do we find you on Instagram? Where can we find you?
Okay, on Instagram, just search at BOOHLE_SA. That is Boohle SA. And then on Facebook, there's actually 2 pages. It's both Boohle SA. There's somebody using my other page, so I created a new page. But people should go for the one with less followers.
The official or Boohle official?
And it has the recent pictures, so people will see it has the recent pictures, the recent everything. It's updated because the other page they're posting their own stuff and they're pretending to be me, but that's a case for another day. So people just to be careful on which one to follow for now. And then on Twitter it's BOOHLESA. That's Boohle SA.
Fantastic. Boohle, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking with you. Hoping to speak to you soon and hoping to see you internationally as well, very soon as well. Thank you so much. Big shouts out to Drums Radio. Big shouts out to the Beat 103.6 for making this happen. Yo, we're going to speak very much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thanks. That's the end of the show. We'll be back. Keep it up here. Mr. Silk Speaks with shouts out Boohle. And I've said the name right now as well. Bye. Appreciate.
Bye. Thank you.